Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? How is everyone doing? Move, move. I'm gonna wait for you all to start getting the notifications. Hey, Deuce. Hey, Nola girl. Hey, Miss Tyranny. Oh, nothing much. We're gonna hang out for a little while tonight. Hey, Dre. It was really good. Thanks for asking. How was you all Sunday been? It was a nice day today. Hey, Miss Anissa. It's been a really nice. I'm talking about as far as the weather. The weather is nice. It's like 70 something. That's my type of weather. Hey, Miss Nelly. We're going to talk about CEO Jizzle and Romika Meeks from out of Chicago. And we're going to talk about the National Guard is definitely boots on the ground. Y'all be so tired now. That's because I have so much going on. I think until I get like in the swing of things, get used to like school, I might be uploading more videos rather than just going live. I have to upload. She was very beautiful, Deuce. She was. She was very beautiful. Yes, she was. It's so sad. I've been looking at all these different stories of how like people in relationships have just been taking each other out. It's so weird. How can you get mad and it rained my way in Greensboro, North Carolina? Hey, She Johnson. It's 56 or 60. I'm surprised that it's that low in North Carolina. Am I studying to be a paralegal? No. Um, um, actually, my major is pre-law. I changed my major to pre-law. I had enough hours to, because at first it was criminal justice, and then I changed it to psychology. And when I spoke with my advisor, this is weird. She was like, "You've taken so many classes." She says that you could either keep your major in criminal justice. But no, you can either get a degree in criminal justice. You can keep your major in psychology because I like to study about the mind, but I don't want to be like a psychologist. And or she was like, "You got enough hours? Have you? What about pre-law?" I could have did paralegal studies because actually I had thought about that, and she was like, "You could do paralegal studies or criminal law, pre-law," and I was like, I think I want to do pre-law." So that's what my major is right now. So, and I mean, I look at like the rest of the classes that I got to take, and I mean, I'm for some odd reason I've become just like so interested in learning the law. I love. I've become extremely interested in that. So I'm like, cool beans. So the second half of the semester starts next week. Um, I got a philosophy class and um a history class. Good luck, you can do it. I'm a corporate and compliance paralegal, 29 years. Hey, that's so awesome. That's awesome. I already do investigative work. I'm already an investigator, so Um, Paralegals do very well. Paralegals do very well. I think I just want to be an investigator that knows the law. I think that's what that is. I want to be an investigator that knows the law. You got this, proud of your accomplishments, friend. Continue to let God lead and guide you to all. Thank you very much. I be looking at the lawyers. So you see the lawyers, how stressed out they be. Thank you, She Johnson. The lawyers, they be so stressed out. They be so stressed out. And you got to know now they are taking more, they're trying to take more cases federal. And I think a lot of federal lawyers, a lot of federal prosecutors got really stressed out when they started making auto theft because of how out of control auto theft has gotten. It's in Tennessee. He said free jizzle. Um, I think that started to stress a lot of the federal prosecutors out, on top of all of the other cases and federal investigations that they have. I think a lot of I would have to say the federal prosecutors at this time are definitely overworked, overstressed because of everything like that's happening now. You know what I mean? And so you got a lot of the cases that were supposed to be state, they're finding ways to make them federal. So they have to prosecute those. You have like the feds, that have consistent investigations. And I think it's worse now. Now at this point in time, I think there's some type of demand to prosecute. Um, and I don't think it's just with the federal prosecutors, it just kind of fall down on them. The federal law enforcement is very active. They're active. So, anyways, I wanted to talk about CEO Jizzle explains why he's in the feds. Okay. Romika Meeks found out her baby daddy's secret, and I feel like that's why she had to go. Y'all know I told y'all I've been paying very close attention to the Romika Meeks case. Very close attention. I don't. It's just certain cases that I just take to, and that's one of them because I'm so interested in seeing what happens. I believe that I had always believed that Romika Meeks was. I believe that it was a murder, that they had gone there to kill that girl. I think the girl was so obsessed. I'm talking about the other baby mama that shot her and wanted to be number one. They went there with intentions on doing exactly what they did. I think he gassed her up to do that. Okay. And I want to talk about the National Guard being boots on the ground. And what I've seen is, I'll start with the National Guard. The National Guard is in Memphis. They had really, I guess the bigger people I had seen about a week and a half ago at 201. And so now, okay, they're definitely boots on the ground. And so I think what they're doing is a lot of these railroads where they had been like stealing off of these trains and all of that, they're getting ready to crack down on that a whole lot. And I think one of the reasons why they're cracking down on that a whole lot now, the word on the curb is that the railroad police has been participating, and so y'all gonna start probably, you know, okay. So I mean, but that's the rumor. I probably shouldn't even say it that. Okay, but that's just the word that the railroad police have been participating. So ain't no telling what's gonna happen with that in helping to enable um, some of these people. They was hitting the train up. They was hitting the train up, and I think I told you I remember Y'all heard my friend Vanessa, because the train is right like over there by comes through like over there by her house, and she said she was your word on the curb. She was like the police, the boys was hitting the train up, and the police, she thought it was the Memphis police, but the railroad have their own police, let them get everything they want to get out the train, and then brought them some TVs and stuff. They gave them some stuff, and when they finished getting everything, and they gave the police theirs, the railroad police their stuff, the railroad police pulled off, and the boys went on to watch them get the stuff, right? So hey, maybe um because it was happening so much, when you have stuff consistently happening, and the people are doing it freely, I think they start to look at, especially if they got railroad police that are supposed to be active, they start doing internally looking at that. But hey, that's what I saw and heard, that they are more, a lot of the National Guard, they're definitely very active around the railroad child. And I could say that because it's on the news. Okay, they out there. They trying to stop them from hitting these trains. And Nola Girl says, I'm not surprised. It was happening too often. Hey, Diane, it was happening too often. Okay, and so let's look at this though. Let's see. I know I pulled it up. We're gonna look at my little son. See what my little son is talking about also. Let's see. Hold on. Y'all hit the like button and make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe.
And more, including those worn on the sidelines. Plus, Tiger gifts are the perfect present for any occasion.
We are into day 2 of National Guardsmen in the city of Memphis, and already they have boots on the ground in neighborhoods across the city. Our camera crews captured Guardsmen in the Nutbush neighborhood this morning. WRG's Queecha Wilborn has the story.
National Guard members were spotted in the area of Chelsea Avenue and Wall Station Road early Saturday morning. They were seen heading in and out of a wooded area near the intersection. The Guard officially began operations in the city of Memphis Friday morning. They joined the hundreds of federal agents and Tennessee state troopers who have already made their presence known in the city.
And I feel like all the criminals are hiding right now. And when all of this goes away, all of those rats are coming out.
It's unclear what operation the Guard was conducting in that location, but their presence caught the attention of multiple Nutbush residents, including Rosa Avina.
I feel like the Hispanic community, like we don't have a voice right now. Why? Because everybody's really scared.
Tennessee Governor Bill Lee has said the Guard will not be making arrests, but will be serving as support to local and federal law enforcement agencies. Since September 29th, more than 600 arrests have been made and more than 3,000 traffic citations have been issued under the Memphis Safe Task Force.
A lot of people right now, they don't have money to buy groceries because they are so scared to go to work.
As of this past week, 224 arrests were for warrants and 131 were ICE administrative. Avina says she and many of her neighbors understand the need to bring down the
what is y'all over there doing?
But she says the additional show of force does not make her feel safer.
I had this lady that she was about to lose her job. Because she had a ride, and she's like, I don't want to drive, What about if they stop me? And I'm like, that's very, very devastated. I don't feel like we're criminals, but that's the way that they're treating us.
Reporting for your news leader from the Nutbush community, Queecha Wilborn, WREG News, Channel 3.
Okay. Now, I have a lot of empathy for the Hispanic community, but they're getting the opportunity to experience what Black people have experienced all the time with racial profiling, right? I don't think, me personally, I mean, I don't really think that they're discriminating. I see them pulling over everybody because they asses was out today. They be out every day. Okay, so um, I can't say that they're just checking Hispanics simply to see if they are illegal so that they can deport them. I don't think that that's fair to say. If that's the case, we got to say that about them doing it to black people. I mean, I think it's balanced all the way across the board. Okay, everybody hollering and screaming when it's the Hispanics, but nobody, they just want to deport the Hispanics, but ain't nobody saying nothing about, when it's black people all day, every day. I think it's sad when as it relates to the tickets. Now we know now, y'all know I'm gonna be honest. Okay, it's it's a whole lot of black people committing crimes. Okay, but I think it's a damn shame when you see the traffic court saturated with only mostly black people. Okay, the Hispanics are not used to being pulled over, so they feel like they are being discriminated against because they're trying to see if they're illegal. I mean, nobody was pissing and hollering and screaming and moaning when it was just the black people. Okay, so now what you see is you see the well, you're starting to see the traffic court saturated with other too. Okay, um, I've been seeing a lot of white people go to court too, because I mean they be mad. I'm like, oh my god, when I see them come, I ain't never seen so many damn white people at 201 Popular, except for the lawyers. They be mad as hell. Okay, so I think the playing is level all the way across the board. Now other communities are getting to see, and I'm not saying that it's right. I'm just saying, okay. What's up, Alabama Hitter? This is something that has been going on in our community, and it's not right because every black person that's pulled over, they could what community said they can cut them loose. They could cut them loose. And I know that they can do it because I used to be a traffic officer. I was a PST. I know that you don't have to ticket everybody. And now the systems are updated. When they run your tag, they already know whether you got if your driver's license is updated and your insurance, your registration, and all that. They ain't even got to ask you for it. So if they pull you over anyways, it is, and actually, let me see your registration. Let me see your driver's licenses. They already know your damn driver's license is updated. Now, they could be wanting to make sure with your license that you are the person that the car is registered to. But once they see that, look at your licenses and see that this is the person, they ain't gotta cite you for insurance, and they don't have to cite you for registration because they already have ran it and see that everything is legit. Okay, so anyways, child, that's what's going on now. I think the playing field is kind of leveled out, and everybody else get the opportunity. It's unfortunate for everybody, okay? And unfortunately, if you are Hispanic and you are illegal, unfortunately, then you probably gonna be in trouble. So I know they're saying, but why pull them over? If you don't pull us over, you won't ever know if we're legal or not. Listen, I don't have no issues with Hispanics being illegally in the country. I really don't give a damn. Okay, as long as they are not committing crimes. Okay, because what I see is I see a whole lot of Hispanics. They works their ass off. Okay. And so while the Hispanics are out working, I know a lot of people ain't gonna want to hear this, okay? While the Hispanics are out working, all of the criminals, okay, that looks like me, and everybody that look like me ain't no criminal. Let me just say that, because there are more hard-working black people, okay? There are more black people that are hard-working than not. There are more black people that's hard-working black people they're not. Okay. So the few damn pissy ass criminals in our community, okay, they got their asses. What she said, she called them. I feel like all the rats are hiding. She called us. I think she was talking about black people. She feel like now that the damn criminals are hiding the pissy asses in our community that's been causing a ruckus. She feel like now that they're hiding, they won't come out. They're more focused on the illegal Hispanics that are outside working. And she mad. She called them, I guess she called them black people rats. Okay. Y'all heard what she said. She said all the rats are hiding. I just don't think that is fair. And so now they're more focused. They focus on the people that are outside. Okay. And the Hispanics do like to work. They do like to get out and work. Okay. And so, like I said, I wish they just leave the Hispanics alone. Okay. If they ain't committing no crime, let them get work and be free and all of that. But I don't make the laws. Okay. But now they have the opportunity. Everybody is getting the opportunity to see as far as it relates to getting them tickets. Because you didn't see any white people in traffic court unless it was a lawyer. Okay. Now they're getting the opportunity. A lot of these young white adults, they're getting the opportunity to experience what we've been experiencing, okay, for a very long time now. Okay. So now they get to feel how we felt forever. We've been feeling like this, right? Now they get to feel it. Okay. The Black Barber says, if that is what she was saying, then let her get her ass. Kevin says, you said something then, Black Barbie. You would be surprised how many Latinos think they are superior to black people. It's something because everybody already knows that Hispanics are more of them are, especially Puerto Ricans, are really just black people, right? Anyways, so hey, the guards are outside. They was out. The troopers was deep in they was deep on the expressway on 240 going towards Germantown Parkway, on Germantown Parkway, around Whitten. I said Whiting. I don't know why I said Whiting. What is you doing? Because you go get, I said, don't make me whoop you. I'm not playing. Sit your ass down. What you over there doing? What was you over there doing? Here, sit down. Okay. Anyways, y'all, I'm talking to my puppies. I talk to them like they're humans. Okay. But yeah, they're outside. I wanted to show y'all something else. Moo, go on now. Go on. Hold on. Child. But you know what? These folks is on fentanyl. They still stealing cars. Okay. Hold on.
They got me over $6 million.
It's hard to know what you're really owed. That's why at NST we fight to get you every dollar that you deserve.
NST is the way to go. Call 683-7000.
Crime alert tonight. A group of women claimed they were assaulted and had their car stolen after a night on Beale Street went wrong. Memphis police say they initially responded to a call of 20 to 30 people fighting in a park. But when officers arrived, that crowd had dispersed. But they say a short time later, they received a call where 4 women told them a group of men tried to talk to them. Now, the women say when they turned down those men's advances, they became angry, assaulted the woman, took cash as well as the keys to a Dodge Charger. When those women returned to a downtown parking garage, they say the car was gone. So far, no one has been arrested.
NST is the way.
Okay. Okay, so they're still committing some crimes, but definitely, like I said, I think the playing field is level. I think rather than I could see trying to find violent illegal people if they're violent, but to just I think waste manpower on just searching for illegals. I don't agree with that. You know what I mean? If they're over here trying to make a life for themselves, they're working hard. Um, I don't know what to say other than I don't agree with that. But I feel like rather than if they're violent illegals, illegal immigrants, absolutely, just like the ones that's legal, put the same energy. I just want people, violent criminals, regardless to whether they are legal or not, to be gotten. Okay, whether they're legal or not, thieves. I think it's a damn shame to be consistently robbing the train, and taking what you want. People like that, putting a stop to that. I agree with that. People feeling safer in businesses, and they asked, well, how long will the National Guard be deployed? And they said it is indefinite, but definitely they look to be here for a year. They look to be in Memphis for at least a year. They don't know if it'll be over a year, but they do know that they're going to be in Memphis for at least a year. Okay. So, hey, listen, one thing about a damn criminal, when they bad, they duck off for a little while, and that's just to re-strategize. Instead of trying to strategize about how to get a damn job and all of that, they get together and start trying to strategize on how they can commit crime. Now, that takes a lot of thinking to be trying to figure out how to commit crime when you could have had your ass at work and made a check. Okay, so what's gonna happen is they're gonna come back out, and then they're gonna get got. So hopefully by the time the National Guard leaves, all of the violent criminals, okay, will be gotten, because there are a lot of violent criminals of all communities. Okay, let's get that straight. Okay, of all communities, right? So, like I said, they outside working. Hold on. Hold on, you all. Okay. We just saw that. Let's look. I'm interested in seeing this, y'all. I had to pull this up. This is for me. As high as food is, I'm trying to see if I'm qualified. Okay. Hold on.
Channel 3, sponsored by Gold Strike. Come for the fun, stay for the rewards at Gold Strike Casino Resort, where you'll be as good as gold. They're taking the allotment in Alaska, and okay, so
I mean, they're gonna get more food stamps. Okay, I thought they was changing the stipulation. I thought they were saying that people, Lord Jesus. Anyways, I thought I was gonna be able to apply, but I guess I'm not. Okay, food is high. Anyways, y'all, make sure y'all hit the like button. Okay, make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. I want to talk about my little son, CEO Jizzle. Okay, let me pull him up because I get tired of folks messing with CEO Jizzle. Okay, I get tired of people just messing with my little child. Let me see. I told y'all that they wanted him gone because they was jealous of him. Okay, somebody posted. You sucker as ninjas, the reason majority of the real ninjas into it, and that shit not solid. Free CEO Jizzle. And CEO Jizzle says, actually, to clear up any rumors or assumptions, I have been out of trouble for a while, haven't been in trouble since 2019. My federal charge stemmed from a federal investigation that started years ago, and my actual charge is from when I was 19 years old. ATF seized 4 of my cell phones back in 2024 during a traffic stop. After ATF took my phones at the traffic stop, they went through them and found a photo of a firearm back when I was 20 years old. At the current time, I was already a convicted felon. So the outcome of that, January 6, 2025, I was indicted by the feds from the photo in my phone back when I was 20 years old. I'm charged with a 922G1. That's it. No charge partners, no violent charges, nor any drugs. Y'all be careful out there and get y'all some business to mind because Jizzle straight. Literally, I'm good, eating great, gaining weight, waiting on my release date. Life of a Sicario. The tape drop on Halloween. Okay. So CEO Jizzle has a tape coming out. I guess this would be Life of a Sicario. This is it right here. Y'all make sure y'all support CEO Jizzle. Okay. I told y'all I thought that they had violated him or something that I read in the computer. But and that's kind of look like that's what happened, that he was violated. And he's got 4 years. I get to thinking about, all of these people that's out here that's, paying for hits and killing famous rappers because of their jealousy and all of that. They ain't got nothing better to do but to be trying to get CEO Jizzle. 4 years is almost insultive for a federal type situation. I mean, they could have just let him stay out. You don't really hear about people going to the feds and getting 4 years. Okay. That just lets me know that they really didn't have nothing on him and they just want to get him off the street. Because I don't even think they try cases where a person gonna get 4 years. They be trying to throw the key away on you, right? Because then they say they're trying to give Stupid Duke like a life sentence or something. And see, that's another thing, they're trying to give Stupid Duke a life sentence. They're trying to give Stupid Duke a life sentence. And, and if you got violent criminals out here, but I don't know anything Stupid Duke has done. Okay. I don't know. I didn't really know anything about Stupid Duke. Yeah, he'll be back in 2 because he's already served 1. He's already served a year, basically. He was already in jail when they indicted him, right? So, yeah, he's already served probably about a year. He'll be back in 2, or he might be back in a year and a half. Because I think it's a 80%, 4 years at 80%. He's already served about a year. So, yeah. Anyways, child. They said better start erasing pictures. Okay. You better start erasing pictures. But, I think that was extremely cruel. So, I think it's cruel though, for listen, and I'll say this, okay? I'll play devil's advocate. I'll say this, I know Jizzle was out in the streets and we see what they tried to do to him. As I said before, when I saw Jizzle, and I'm gonna say this again, okay, because I stand on what I say. When I started seeing Jizzle hanging around Lil Kenny and them, Paper Route Kenny and Money and them, I don't know. Jizzle kind of stood out. I think everybody kind of took to him. He had a flamboyant personality. He had a baby face, you know what I mean? And he just kind of stood out. And then he was rapping and stuff. He just had a flamboyant type personality. So I think the young man had star status on him. And I did a video about over a year ago about on that, that he was like the next big thing in Memphis. I think he's got that type of quality. Okay. CEO Jizzle really got the quality to do it. And people say, well, he ain't got that quality. Well, I would believe, and I don't like to play these kids against each other, but I think that CEO Jizzle had more star quality on him than Straight Drop did. Okay. So if they send Straight Drop over there to kill Young Dolph with promises of making him a star, and they thought that they was going to be able to do it, I mean, CEO Jizzle definitely has everything to be a star. Now, Straight Drop is a handsome little boy, and that would have drawn the young girls in for a time. But CEO Jizzle was the total package. He's handsome, he can rap, and he has the personality. So that's what I mean about star quality. And so sometimes, CEO Jizzle was out in the street, people were jealous of him. I know none of these kids are innocent, but sometimes when you have a quality and when God has a plan for you, okay, because CEO Jizzle seemed to have had a bleeding heart. You know what I mean? As bad as he was, I saw, just looking at some of his posts, that he has had a charisma and he seemed to care about people. On the other hand, when you looked at Straight Drop, in his eyes and in some of his posts, he was ice cold. Okay, Straight Drop was ice cold. Okay, so it's something, I think he had tapped out of his human feelings, right? But so sometimes God will, some things happen. It may look like it's bad, but it's not always bad. Okay, that's right. Jizzle way harder than Drop. Thank you, Alabama hitter. He said Drop or Jizzle ain't little boys. Listen, I got such a habit of calling these kids little boys and stuff when they're born in like the same year as my kids. And my kids ain't no little kids because my oldest daughter is 20. She might be, she either 26 or 27. Okay, she one of those ages. I be forgetting. Althea says temperament. Hey, Althea. And so and Jizzle, I think Straight Drop is the exact same age as my oldest baby, I believe. And my youngest baby is 24. Okay. So I know she's like right around CEO Jizzle's age. So I be looking at them as kids. That's what I be looking at them as, kids, but they're not kids, they're young adults. Okay. And so anyways, but he has definitely has a star quality, and sometimes and I think people started to see that. We started talking about him in the vlogs, and we was bigging him up. I be really wanting to push people, these young adults, okay, because I feel like when they have star quality, I don't want them to waste away, get too caught up in stuff. And this young man is one of those ones that I think that God has hid away, because he has such a big man, that he's got you could tell he's got a caring heart. Okay. When people say he bad, all of these damn kids is bad. Okay. But he's not ice cold, I don't think. He has a I think he'll get out and he'll do well. Sometimes they have to go away and God has to hide them away when they won't sit their asses down somewhere. Okay. And that's my little boy, and I like him a lot. Okay. I like CEO Jizzle because I see the star quality on him, but sometimes God has to sit you down so you can regroup, so that because when people see that you becoming famous, okay, you got a certain type of quality, they'll be trying to get you out of here. We see how they do it in Memphis. Okay, some of these Negroes be old as dirt, like Yo Gotti, okay, and are getting jealous. Okay, look at how they did Young Dolph. Okay, y'all know we can't forget about that. And so we didn't want something like that to happen to CEO Jizzle, right? And so, like I said, everything that seems bad is not bad. Sometimes God has to put you in a position where you can regroup, okay? Whereas you can regroup, and so you can be rebirthed. When you get out, he'll be a few years older, and he might have a totally different mindset and come out and just own it, okay? And some of these old bitches, okay, that want to own the industry changing every day. Maybe they would have done had a damn stroke and croaked out, okay? So that some of these kids can then the real good-hearted people, because God has his people everywhere, and in the end it's going to be God's way anyways, and God has to move these devils out of the way to make room for his people, make a path for his people, because evil will never win, okay? Evil will never win. So hopefully some of these ones that want all these dudes to be up under them, and when they won't sign with them, they feel like they rubbing shoulders with people that can block them. Maybe they've had a damn drug overdose, okay? You never know. I'm not wishing it. I'm just saying it happens, okay? Kevin says, Jizzle should consider another album titled Sicario, Hitman, or Hard Pew Pew. Oh, is it? Lord Jesus. I thought it meant Jason. I thought it meant Jason. Oh God. I don't know why Jizzle give that name. Name his album that. Maybe he'll change it before it comes out. You sure? Because he got on a Jason mask. Maybe it mean Jason in another move. Let me see. I got to look at that myself. Lord have mercy. It sure means that, Kevin. Lord have mercy. Well, y'all know how creative these kids are. Their minds and stuff are real creative. So he might be thinking of something else. Who knows? Child. Anyways, it comes out on Halloween. I don't. I tell you, I'm scared of what's on that album. Lord have mercy. He might need to hold it. Y'all hit the like button, okay? Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Anyways, he does go to court in December for something. He goes to court in December. She said he knew what it meant, just managed. But what people have to understand is CEO Jizzle trolls a lot. That's another thing. Like he be he's a jokester. He likes to troll and all of that. So um he probably just trolling. Y'all know he trolls everybody. She said, "Free Tamara, little son, till he free." That's right. I think he gonna come back harder than ever before. Okay, he'll come back harder than ever before. A lot of things would have changed in 2 years. Okay, and I think for the better. One thing, his mindset. Okay, I don't think Jizzle has any issues with sitting down. Okay, I don't think he has any issues with it. So this will give him an opportunity to write some hard raps and all of that and come out, and maybe when he come out, Daddy O will sign him. I hope so. Nola girl said, "T, you being part." Yes, I am so partial to CEO Jizzy, and that's I am very partial. I am very partial to Young Dolph's artists in any of their affiliates. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. I'm very partial to them. I don't be trying to hide it either. I never hid it. You know how some people be saying, "No, I'm not partial. I want to be fair." It ain't nothing fair about what happened to Young Dolph. I want to see. I think what happened to him was messed up. You kill a man because you are intimidated by his greatness and hopes of his record label defuncting or with defunct or whatever. Yeah, I'm very partial to them. I love perseverance, and I see that they've persevered and all of that good stuff, and they're continuing on. So yes, indeed. Yes, God. I'm so partial, and I'm definitely partial to my little son, because I called that CEO Jizzle is a star. I believe that. I believe that. And so I think he's gonna get out and do some really good things. So sometimes when they sit down, I mean, they was probably trying to get him gone for a real good long time, but they didn't. God just moving him out of the way for a little while, okay, so that he can regroup, so that God could rebirth him, okay. Um, he is a handsome look. Yeah, he's definitely a handsome little boy, and he and he is still a star. He's definitely a star. So God is giving him another chance to get his mind and stuff right. Okay. So let's see. But I can't understand. Why they sitting up talking like, he what happened to him is a result of like what's started happening, like the task force and stuff being in Memphis recently. What they're doing is, people that don't know, they are really they're really embellishing. Not embellishing, they're what's the word that I'm looking for? Misleading. Because CEO Jizzle been in jail shit before the National Guard and everybody else got here. Hey, Micah 60. That's right. Until God get him back. Okay. Free CEO Jizzle. That's right. Free CEO Jizzle. We want him freed. He okay. He got somebody working this page for him. They keep everybody updated and stuff. Look, Jizzle told Fox 13, "Y'all are assassinating my character like an MF." They are assassinating this character. They wrong. But Memphis police put that up there first. Memphis Police Department put that up there on their Memphis police page. They wrong. Now CJ Davis, now you lady, when it comes to my little son now, I'm gonna have to tell you about yourself. Y'all trying to mislead people to make them think that the task force, okay, were the ones that arrested CEO Jizzle. He had been in jail. If he was such a damn violent gang member, why he only get 4 years? That don't add up. Now, I don't like that. Okay. Hold on. Hello? Okay, you are. Miss Muffin says exactly. They just trying to stop him from getting paid. Well, what they trying to do is mislead people. They put that up there to mislead people that don't know. Like, we know that Jizzle already been locked up, but they put that up there to try to make people think that the task force that was just assembled, the and all of this stuff that just started happening with the feds coming in, that them getting him is a result of that. They know they're telling a lie. And so they was wrong to do CEO Jizzle like that. He didn't deserve that. Hell, if he was a damn violent gang member, first of all of the real violent gang members, I think they shooting themselves in the foot to put up there and say, we got a violent gang member off of the street for 4 years. 4 years is like drinking water to a lot of they go, oh, damn, that's all they giving? I think they just shouldn't have said nothing. Left the boy alone. He already been in jail. This is not a result of the task force and stuff that have just been assembled within the last month or so. So that's misleading. They're trying to mislead and misguide people that don't know CEO Jizzle. It's not right. Okay? And that makes the feds look bad to say we got somebody out for, because the feds give out football numbers, right? So evidently he ain't that violent. His numbers tell us, which is 4 years, that he ain't that violent. Okay, that's what that tells me. And what kind of crimes was he gotten for? Did they put his charges up? They didn't even put his charges up. Okay. They said his conviction stems from MPD's aggravated assault initiative, an operation focused on helping police quickly capture repeat offenders. That's not true. He been in jail. So that's definitely misleading, okay? Anyways, free CEO Jizzle. We want to see the young man get out and be great, okay? But God knows best. Sometimes, like I said, he might even be out in a year. He gets to refocus, and sit down and write more good raps and come out and be the star that he is, okay? They likely went out to Jizzle because he wouldn't talk, and when he did go to court, I don't think he even had a trial. That's what that sounds like. You're absolutely right, Stephen. I'm thinking about that now. That those years that they gave him, yeah, that's what that sounds like to me. They probably wanted him to talk. I'm thinking about that now. They probably wanted him to talk and he wouldn't do it, and so they had to just give him what they could. They pieced together some shit to give him what they could give him. Lord have mercy. Listen, it happens all the time. I don't like it when it happens to people like him because I like CEO Jizzle. Okay. Anyways, y'all, free CEO Jizzle. Okay. Now, what I also want to talk about is I want to talk about Romika Meeks. Okay. I want to talk about Romika Meeks. Y'all know that I've been keeping up, and we're gonna go back to CEO Jizzle and them. I just want to talk about this too. I'm gonna let y'all. I don't even know where the phone is to let y'all call in. Did you ever tell? Did they ever tell who shot him at the FedEx Forum? I don't think so. I don't know. That totally went totally quiet. They're like but with Romika Meeks, okay? With Romika Meeks, I always felt like Romika Meeks was set up. Okay. I always felt like she was set up, and for them to go up there to their school, and for the man's her baby daddy's other baby mama to just shoot her and gun her down like that and not have an emotion. Okay, hold on. First of all, it's something wrong with a person that could just shoot somebody just because they want to argue over a man and not have an emotion. Okay. Hold on, you all. Now, we've all seen the pictures and everything, and I even did a little bit of research. Okay. I ain't finished. I haven't finished doing my research. I just do a little bit to scratch the surface. Okay. Now, this is the baby daddy right here. And I'm going to just tell y'all something. I don't mean no harm. When I looked at that baby daddy, okay, he looked weird to me. He did. He looked weird to me. Okay. And I know a lot of people always talking about, well, a lot of us black women, we're always wanting to try and say that these men are on the down low. All men are not on the down low, okay? But I'm going to say this. My antennas and stuff always be going off with some of these men because I have a cousin, a younger cousin, okay, who is openly gay. And he's real tall and handsome, okay? He's gorgeous. That's my cousin. But I used to see the men that he would be with, okay? And a lot of them had girlfriends, okay? Let's look at this, y'all. But I want to say this. So when I looked at him, he looked strange to me. And I'm trying to bring up the video. Is this the video right here? I'm trying to bring up the video of how cold these people were when they shot that girl. Hold on. Okay, this is it right here. I know everybody can remember. She's the one who shot her. But she shot her. Okay, now this is the girl that right here. The girl with the phone is the girl that shot her. She's not mad. She's the one who shot her. But she shot her. Oh my fucking God. How you feel? See your car, get up. You scared as hell, right? Scared as hell. Scared as hell. That is not self-defense. You were trying to self in the car, bro. You're trying to hit the car, bro. What are you talking about? You had her in a headlock. And then you shot her, Brody. I was there. Look at how he's standing over his son's mother, just looking at her, right? Just looking at her. And you see the baby mama, the other baby mama is right there on the phone, just like she didn't just shoot somebody. To me, that's scary. To know that somebody can shoot somebody like that and just be on right there on the phone. Okay. Now, the other baby mama that's on the phone said she had a restraining order on the girl that she shot. So that means that she violated her very own restraining order. How come they didn't get her? Because normally when you put a restraining order on somebody and then you go into their territory, then you violate your own restraining order. They will arrest you. Okay. So she just standing there. Y'all see how he walking back and forth, looking down there, I guess trying to make sure that she's dead. Okay.
Oh, why this statement?
I'm arrested. There's a fucking gun on the street. I'm licensed to carry.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bitch.
You shot somebody, nigga.
Now you hear her. This girl is emotionally twisted. I'm licensed to carry, like a damn hood rat that she is.
What's wrong with you?
Did y'all hear?
You already know headlock. When you shot her, Bodie, I was there. Oh, why this statement?
I'm arrested. There's a fucking gun on the street. I'm licensed to carry.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bitch.
You shot somebody, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you?
Calm down. Down, go back down.
She put the gun in the car.
Did you see how he looked back at the other baby mama? They definitely went there to kill that girl. You see how he looked back at the other baby mama and she go, I'm licensed to carry and I have a restraining order on her. But bitch, you went to where she was at. So you go up there with him to her, knew she was dropping her child off and you go up there. So she should have been arrested for that.
The gun, she saw her. Let's go right here. She saw her. She saw her. She put the gun in the car. She put the gun in the car. The gun is in the car. Arrest her. She saw her. I was telling her. She saw her. She's the one who shot her.
But she shot her.
The gun's in the car. Oh my fucking God.
The baby in the car, how you feel? You drop her, get up. You scared as hell, alright? Scared as hell. You scared as hell. That is your self-defense. You were trying to self in the car, bro. You're trying to hit the car, bro. What are you talking about? You had her in a headlock. And then you shot her, Bodie. I was there. Oh, why this statement?
I'm arrested. There's a fucking gun on the street. I'm licensed to carry.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bitch.
You shot somebody, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you?
Y'all see he telling them to go on since they trying to tell the story of what happened. He telling them, gone. When they're saying, you shot her. We saw you. They telling the police what happened. Y'all see he tell them to go on.
Down, go back down.
She put the gun in the car. The gun, she saw her. Let's go right here. She saw her. She saw her. She put the gun in the car. She put the gun in the car. The gun is in the car. Arrest her.
Okay, so now y'all see how cold-hearted, blooded that is. Now, this is the mother of your oldest son, your 7-year-old son. She just went into the school. They out in front of the school. She go up in there, take your son in there. When she come out, you are out here with your baby's mother. Y'all are in two separate cars. If the second baby mama that's standing there with the phone, if she was that scared of her, she had a restraining order on her. Why in the hell was she up there at her child's school? She had no business up there. Evidently, she was not a threat to her if she would come to where she is. She violated her own restraining order, right? So you see how they're looking under-eyed, and I've seen the Hispanics that was out there that saw that they've gone on a show and spoke about everything that happened, okay? So they said when he walked up there, he was telling her it was self-defense, right? It was self-defense. It was self-defense. Okay. So I believe that he told her to put a paper trail on Romika. Okay. Because Romika, he had been with for 11 years and they had been on and off. Okay. And this girl had a baby, right? They said he really wasn't claiming. And but he wanted to go back to his baby mama that he had been with for 11 years, Romika. They said she had changed the phone number. She had moved. He didn't know her address. He didn't know her phone number. She had gotten a new man. Employees, she worked at part-time at a fast food restaurant. They said that she would park like 4 blocks away. Okay. So he couldn't see her car because he would come up there because he didn't know where she lived and have a phone number, harassing her. And they said a week before Romika was actually he had this girl to shoot her out there. Romika, the employees of where she was working at said that she ran out in the street and almost got hit by a car trying to run from him because he was trying to jump on her in front of where she worked at. So she ran out in the middle of the street trying to get away from him and almost got hit by a car. So they're saying that the second baby mama was so jealous of Romika. Okay. Now let me show y'all some more stuff because the second baby mama was talking about what she would never do. This is the second baby mama. I like to look at somebody's eyes and the bitch look cold in the eyes. Okay. They're saying, well, she didn't grow up in the hood like Romika and she came from a better home. But how can you this is you got a child with this man too. This is your child's brother's mother. How could you? I mean, if Romika was trying to run up on her to throw them fists, what she should have been doing was trying to throw them back. But in no way, shape, or form should either of them have been up there, especially her, since she had a restraining order on Romika. I believe he told her to put a paper trail on Romika so that go get a gun, get licensed, because he couldn't control Romika anymore. And then it has come out, Romika's cousin was on the show, okay, her blood cousin. And she said Romika she had went through his phone, okay? Romika had gone through his phone and found some messages, okay? Where he had allegedly an affair with the transgender. Now, I want to let y'all see that. And they said that she couldn't forgive him and she had started throwing it up in his face. And that sounds about right, okay? Hold on. Hold on. I'm getting ready to let y'all see. Okay. She recorded.
Hello.
She had a video of him being with a transgender.
My name is Adam Ferrari, the Chief Executive Officer of Phoenix Energy. I look forward to
So what he did was he went and got little slow, who wanted to have him all to herself. Who wants to have him all to herself. Hold on.
You don't have nothing good to say, Q.
Okay, so this is Romika's cousin.
You trying to cover up for your boyfriend, your secret lover. What's up? Is Carlos gay? I don't know. Maybe. Did Romika say that he was with another man? Oh, yeah, it was a rumor. See, that's why they got to get me off it, because I'm going to stay fat. It was a rumor about him having messages with a shim. Transgender. Shim. Heck, you know. How long ago was this? Shit, it was going around for a little minute. It was like a little rumor. Somebody showed some messages between Los and the Shim, and they sent it to my cousin, and she asked us, "Do we think it's true?" And all I can say is that the phone number? It is true. And Romika, she forgave him afterwards? No, this is how everything started happening. Who said go listen to what video, y'all? Hey, Truck Boy Dave, I ain't gotta tell no lies. Do I need to? Can you post pictures in here? Because I can show you pictures and screenshots. Don't make me go live on Facebook. Y'all, and that's what another thing I want to say, Gigi. The reason why he tagged me, because he thought I was gonna get everybody up off his ASS, but I can't stop nobody from doing whatever they want to do. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I thought you guys made up. I seen that. But it seemed like no, we ain't make up nothing. If you ain't see my messages, then I ain't making up. I thought y'all gave each other a heart, or he gave you a heart or something afterwards. No, he said in the message, "You know what she used to be on with me, cousin." I said, "I know what you used to be on with her too. I only did that. I was being petty. Yeah, y'all was being petty towards each other. Come on. I went through the same stuff, so I know the patterns. I know what goes on. It's not confirmed until we see it." That's Los. Los, you know what the messages said, and you know she showed us and asked us, and I said, if that's your number, then it gotta be true. Yeah. Okay, what name is Los? Who is Los? Truck Boy Dave. That's him. Truck Boy Dave. That's him. He ain't start commenting until I said that, and Todd brought up the closet information. When Todd said the closet information, he ain't had nothing to say. I don't believe you. Prove you not him. Los, come up here. Truck Boy, come up here, Dave, and prove you not Carlos. Prove you not him. Come on up here. Or if you is Carlos, you can have Woo call me on three-way like you did when you tried to lie. Went up there to her job to not only say, remember, if anybody go back to her, not to just say she's supposed to be at work. It was something Romika seen that day. He thought she was at work, and she recorded something that she wasn't supposed to sing. And that's what he was real angry about. And he tried to go up there and talk to her, boss them, and get her fired.
Never sue the other driver after a car accident. There's a better way to get paid a way bigger check without having to go to court.
And that still ain't worked. Because they knew he was coming up there stalking, harassing, and causing problems at her place of work. And that's what I really believe that's something she's saying. I'm telling you what she's saying. About another. She showed the whole family and asked us, do we think it's true? Yeah. I said, I don't know who else don't remember that. About what was his reason of going up there. It wasn't about that. About, she should have been at work. No, because it had already been said, and he had already said what was his reason why he went up there. Mm-hmm. It was something, whatever that was, he didn't want that to get out. I told you. He tried to go up there and get her fired. I told you, like a real narcissist. I don't forget none. When stuff first started going on and all this started happening, I paid some attention and what had been said. I say, and then when y'all started speaking on it, I kept on saying it. I was putting that in chest. I say, what is it that Romika had on him that he didn't want to get out? And he was right. R. Kelly in the closet. Y'all remember Trapped in the Closet? He's trapped in there. R. Kelly made 40 skits to that. It's a lot on because he's in that closet for a long time. When I was he's and both of them, I don't care. And just like he know I will say it to his face, I will say it to anybody's face. They in the closet, trapped in the closet. See, a lot of men be scared to come out the closet because they got this image for the world. Right. He know the family. I am the family. The hell? What the hell? Yeah, y'all. So I'm just let y'all know. Let people go. It ain't that serious, man. And if you want to unalive me over a man, you're sick. You're sick. If you want to harm somebody over whether it's a man or a woman, you're sick in the head. You need to go see a psych. Somebody needs to get you a psych evaluation. It ain't that serious, baby. It's how many people in the world? 10 billion, 10 billion people. It's somebody for everybody, baby. Y'all see them people that can't even call them crack. I mean, damn. Y'all know.
Okay, so that's Romika's cousin, and she spoke about how Romika had video of him. She had called him with a transgender, right? I don't know. I think that coupled with her moving on and deciding she wasn't gonna play the game because he was going back and forth between them. She moved. He didn't know her address. He didn't know her phone number, and she was on social media popping her stuff. She was a pretty girl. This right here, look, this girl is not ugly, but she looks cold. Okay. I mean, yeah, he always looked like something to me. So this
great. I want to know how did she just walk away? How? When they told you that he had her in the headlock, how did he even walk away? Why did they was so easy to walk away? They tell me, look at the video, they bumping fences. I don't know about any of that because I really can't even focus.
So just to clear this up so it makes even more sense, that woman that she's talking about filed protective orders against black men dating back to December of last year and as recently as this summer. The family believes it was all done to create a paper trail against black men. In the video, the shooter did say she had a concealed to carry license. She was taken into custody by police but later released. As for Blackman, her family says she was unarmed and there was no reason for her to be shot.
You had an opportunity to walk away, to call the police, to turn around and get in your car and drive off. You did none of the above.
Here she is right here. This is the last letter that she wrote her son. This is the morning that they killed her. She posted this right before she took her son and walked into their school. And when she came out, they killed her. She wrote this letter to her son. She said, "Happy Monday, son. Today is a fresh start to this, and you can start off strong. Always remain yourself. You're the coolest, smartest, and funniest kid I know. I love you so much, and you make me so proud. Have a great day. Mommy, love you." That was the last letter that she wrote her son. She put that in his lunchbox. So that's something that he'll have to I don't know. He that's something he'll always keep, right? That's the last letter that his mom ever wrote to him. Okay? Before she walked into their school and his dad and his side chick, okay, killed her, right? People don't think, I mean, folks when they're twisted and they don't want their secrets out, they're saying that Romika was very outspoken. Okay. And so, I mean, they said she has started being very vocal about him, her catching him with that transgender, right? Him having another baby on her. She was a pretty girl. She had had enough. Okay. I guess that's her casket that they put in the wall. This is the baby daddy. This is the girl that shot her with the baby. You could tell how when he looked back at her under-eyed. Okay, when I saw they set that up. If she had a restraining order on Romika, why was she up there at Romika's son's school talking about she was with her baby daddy? Why was she with him and she had a restraining order on her to pop out someone with your baby? Right, and she had her baby in the car. That girl, I mean, that's twisted. She went up there to do what he said do because she felt like now Romika is out of the picture. Since he can't seem to get Romika out of his system, then I will do this to get her out of the picture. Now he don't have to worry about her talking about catching him with that transgender. And he don't have to worry about her being on social media popping her shit, being with another man. Okay? It's crazy. Okay, so this is they always said that Romika was bothering the other girl. This particular girl, they said she was a side chick that got pregnant. He met her at the strip club. They say she was a stripper. This is a video that she did to Romika, okay?
Be with me after he got a baby on the way. I would never be begging a nigga to be with me after he got a baby on the way. I would never be having matching t-shirts on with a nigga that got a baby on the way. I would never be trying to play family with a nigga that got a baby on the way. I would never want to be with a nigga that burnt me while I was pregnant. I would never want to be a bitch like that. I would never be telling random people that my baby daddy burnt me. I would never tell nobody no shit like that. I would never tell random people that my baby daddy cheated on me our whole relationship, my whole pregnancy, that he cheated on me. I would never, you could never get me to tell no shit like that to no random people that I don't fucking know. I would never want to have a job to where I'm wiping old people ass and giving old people showers and feeding them and shit. I would never want to have a job like that.
But this bitch had her ass turned over in the strip club and with her ass in somebody's face. But she's saying being a C and A, she would never want to do.
I would never want to have a job that my car was in the shop for 2 years. I couldn't get it out. I would never want to have a job like that. I'm wiping ass and I ain't got no car still. I would never want no job like that. I would never want to be with a nigga that done got so many bitches pregnant during the time that I've known him. I would never want to be with a nigga like that. I would never want to be with a nigga that done play in my face for damn near 10 years. I would never want to be with a nigga like that. I'm getting me a new nigga ASAP. I would never have a big ass birthday party and have to catch a ride to my birthday party because I don't have a car. I would never call a bitch friend phone trying to vent to the bitch.
I would never get pregnant by a man that had a girlfriend already, you know, and then I would never go shoot a girl for a man so that for me to feel secure, for me to say now she's out of the picture, now he'll make me number one. Okay. I would never be number two. Okay. I would never. But that's something she did. She talking about Romika wiping ass. I would never. I mean, I ain't got nothing against, you know, she worked in the club with her ass turned up in somebody's face. Okay, for dollars. Folks digging in her ass. I mean, that's something I would never want to do. Okay, but she talking about her being a CNA and wiping old people's asses. I mean, that, you know, you talking bad about CNAs. Just like I'm not going to talk bad about strippers. I don't think it's right for her to talk bad about CNAs. Okay. She talked about what she would never do. I would never be with a man that has cheated on me for the whole 10 years. Well, bitch, you got pregnant by him. You see, all of that negative energy and hate was towards this girl because he couldn't leave her alone. That was an 11-year relationship. That was an 11-year relationship, and he wasn't ready to break it off. It just so happens that Romika got tired of him. Okay? And I guess she hated that when she pulled herself and took that power back, started taking her power back, it made him more desperate. She started blurting out, you know, I caught you with that transgender, this, and that. So he just rather see her dead. She said, Romika said herself in her last days, how long does it take for a man to get over his first baby mama? When I'm on a picture, she said, started getting out, partying more and stuff. She was popping her shit. She was a pretty girl. She said he was calling, harassing her. That's why she changed her phone number, talking about every guy that she was on a picture with, he was cussing her out, saying you effing them. Okay, so this particular girl had hate for Romika because Carlos couldn't leave or didn't want to leave Romika alone, instead of directing that negative energy in the direction that it should have been directed in, and that is at the man. He was the reason for all this. Okay. You know, people talk about where, you know, her family, this girl right here, family, she come from a better family, and they weren't gang bangers, they weren't fighters. That girl eyes look cold. Hell, she might come from a bunch of damn crazy ass folks that had mental illnesses. Look at her damn eyes. Okay. See, here go Romika.
You know, we don't use that title, but you know you my motherfucking bestie, bitch. Happy birthday to my dog, my ride of the ups and my motherfucking down, my one phone call away, my diary, shit, all in one, bitch. You know, if you rockin', I'm rolling. I can't wait to celebrate this day with you, to pour love into you, to just love on you and be there for you, how you there for everybody 24/7. You deserve the utmost best birthday, bitch. Me and my baby love you to death. We locked in for life. And you know I got you like you got me. Let's have a ball this weekend, bitch.
See, that's where her mama said she had started, you know, getting out, popping her shit. She had changed her phone number. And they said when he saw her on a picture, even though they said she had started dating a totally different guy, he went crazy when he saw her on this picture. Okay. So that's Romika.
Why do you lie so much? I'm talking to you.
What? Talk to me and I'll throw it down. You want to keep lying? This how I feel when somebody keep lying to somebody. Why did you lie? Tell me why you lied. Tell me why you lied. Why did you lie? Why you lie so much? Why do you lie so much? I'm talking to you. What? Talk to me and I'll throw it down. Why you lie?
So that was her arguing with her baby daddy right before she decided to cut him off, they say, totally. And her mama said what's so suspicious about it is that when it seemed like he started recording everything she did. He didn't do that before. He started recording everything she did. It especially her cousin was just saying after she called him with that transgender, they said before he didn't put his hands on her. He had never fought her or anything like that. But when she called him with that transgender, he started getting real mean, to her or whatever. So I don't know. Like I said, I always, when I looked at him, I thought that he did some weird stuff. He was a little weird. Okay. He had a feminine type energy. He just looked weird to me. And then here it comes out, okay? And then I think the mere fact that he couldn't control her, and then he had beat her up real bad. He had beat her up really bad. They were supposed to go to court this month, okay? They were supposed to go to court this month, and of course, hey, nothing. She's dead. She's dead because she filed charges on him. Hold on. Let's see if I can find that picture where he messed her eye up. This is it right here. I don't know if you all will be able to see it. Y'all see that knot? If a man can beat a woman like that, especially a woman that has had his child. But if I don't see how a man can put his hands on a woman, and I mean that's a lot of feminine energy when they had that type of hate. But y'all see that knot? He was supposed to appear in court because she filed charges on him for that knot he put on her eye. He had her eye closed totally up. What man does that to the mother of his child? Okay. If he didn't want to have anything to do with her, she had changed her numbers. She had moved. He didn't know where she was living. They said she had started dating another man, and the man had started posting video. He had another baby mama. But here's the thing. He says that he and the second baby mama aren't together. They're just friends. That's a girl that he had been messing with on and off for 5 years that ended up getting pregnant. Okay. That's what Romika's family says that he said to her. But y'all know some of these men will say anything, okay? She has all the Travel Island has all the pictures. Is that the name of the channel? Yeah, they showed that her homegoing was beautiful. Okay, Travel Island. Let's see. Okay, there go Mystic trapped in the closet. These are pictures of them when they was together, when she had just had the baby. Her mama posted on October the 10th, which was her birthday. She says, "Good morning. I'm not ignoring anyone. I thank everyone for the birthday wishes, memes, gifts, texts, and phone calls. This is a difficult time for me. I'm trying to stay strong. Lord knows I miss my baby. Lord, cover me with your blood. My heart is heavy. I'm so broken." Hold on, y'all. Let's see. This is Romika with her mother. This is the birthday party that her family just gave her son, and since she's been dead. You could tell that he's still hurt. They say he's very close to his mother. Look at Mr. Trapped in the Closet. Look at him. That's Mr. Trapped in the Closet right there. That's the boyfriend. He looked weird. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking for that picture. I don't see it. Where he blacked her eye. Where he had an eye swelled up shut. I don't see it on here, but anyways, we're praying for justice for Romika. We're praying for justice for the cold-hearted chick, okay? For the ice-hearted chick and Mr. Trapped in the Closet. I do believe that they plotted and planned that murder. She went along with it, okay? She thinking he's going to be with her, but he's not going to be with her. He's just, right now, he don't want her to tell on him, okay? So they're basically in it together, but I'm praying for justice. I hope Mr. Trapped in the Closet is arrested, as well as the cold-hearted chick, okay? The cold-hearted side chick. Hey, it's a darn shame. But if somebody, if she charging at you and y'all get ready to fight, well, then what you need to do is just go ahead and fight. You can't just shoot somebody because they get ready to whoop you. You scared of them. I mean, she was not a threat to her. You put a restraining order on a girl and then go up to her son's school where you know she's at. So it was definitely a setup. And I think it's sad on so many levels. And I know I guess when you've been with somebody for 11 years, you go back and forwards. Hey, people now, especially when they trapped in the closet, like Mr. Trapped in the Closet, they have a whole lot of weird stuff going on. Okay. When you start finding out that these men are messing with other men and transgenders and stuff like that, it's best to just not throw it in their faces. Okay. Just quietly go on with your life. Okay. You might have to move your child, even if it's his child, it's going to have to be a degree of separation. Okay. Let somebody take the child to your mother's house. Let him pick the child up from your mother's house. And I guess that is what was happening. She had totally severed ties with him. And like I said, after 11 years, he didn't like losing that control. And then the fact that she was vocal and outspoken and all of that, and was, letting it be known, hey, you on a down, you messing with men anyways. So he wanted that problem gone. I can't control her anymore. She's not allowing me to control her. She's gone incognito on me. They said she was still letting him see his son. Okay. So I guess he was getting a child from her mother's house. And then she knew his secret. She had a video of his secret. So he wanted her gone. And it's a damn shame because you don't think about your damn son. I mean, it's better you just came on out the closet. And you, as close as they say that his son was to his mother, his 7-year-old son, he ripped his son's heart out because he couldn't control his first baby mama anymore. The girl did it because she wanted her out of the way. She feel like she'll have Mr. trapped in the closet all to herself with her stupid ass. Okay, so y'all, it's hey, when there are problems, it's best to just run for the border. It's best to run for the border because what I was getting ready to say, when you find out these people trapped in the closet, just don't say nothing. Don't try to embarrass them. Just go ghost. Okay, just go ghost. Get ghost on them. Okay, because when you start trying to expose it and they got a image or whatever to try and uphold, they will try to take you up out of here rather than just going and living out their truth. Okay. They getting as as much, they choking down as much as they can take anyway. So I mean, people will respect you better if you don't get me started because y'all know how I am. I'll get nasty on here with it. I ain't gonna do that tonight. Just like when I see a picture of Dolph Kids, there a picture of her son hugging Romika casket. I cry. Yeah, there's a picture of Romika's son holding his mother's casket. How could he do that to his 7-year-old son? That's a low down, evil, twisted dog. And like I said, I've watched this closely because I want justice for Romika. I want justice. This right here, people think that they can start a paper trail on you. It's one thing if people are harassing you for nothing and you don't really know these people. That's kind of scary. Okay. You harassing me, I don't really know you. So it's obvious you got some type of mental illness going on. So I need to start a paper trail on you. But you start a paper trail on the other baby mama because you got thoughts that he won't leave her alone. So I hate her that much. Hey, I'm gonna start a paper trail on him so I can go and kill her. Since he won't stop, I can stop him. Okay, if she's in the grave. And that's exactly what they did. And I just don't believe that they're going to get away with it. Okay, at some point Chicago needs to make a move and arrest them. Okay. Anyways, you guys, yeah, with that being said, justice for Romika, and I'm definitely going to be keeping you all updated and all of that on this. I was looking, I don't know, I was looking at that girl's cold eyes and I started doing some research on that girl. I was trying to see something. Okay, I was trying to see I was trying to see something. Okay, because sometimes mental illness runs in a family. And I think that that's probably the thing with her. I was trying to see if she had family members that had been in and out of jail for certain things. So I don't know. It seems like other people are doing a good job of like getting the cousins and stuff on there to reveal things, which is a good thing. One thing for sure, I think a lot of this stuff is going to come out. As my grandma used to say, before long. Before long, okay? Anyway, sure, I'm gonna get off of here, okay? So that I got some things that I need to do. Yeah, next week is a big week for me. Next week is such a big week. I got some great things happening for me. So I'm excited. And then once it's over, I'll be able to tell you all. Not everything, but I'm trying to stay on 15 more minutes to make it totally 2 hours. So no problem, Althea. Y'all got any questions for me? She said he thinks he is slick. He figures if he puts a distance between him and the side chick, then he could say that she done this. He probably trying to step under her right now so she won't tell on him. They plotted this. They did that. He knew if he took that girl up there to that school that Romika was going, and they had been into it, that was going to provoke a fight or argument. And that was their perfect opportunity to kill her. But I'm trying to understand why the other girl was not jailed. You got a restraining order on Romika, but you're going up there to her child's school? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So, anyway, I appreciate you all tuning in. I got some things I got to do. Make sure you all please like, share, and subscribe. If I don't come on tomorrow, I'm going to upload some videos, but I think I will come on tomorrow. If not, I'll do some uploads. I'm going to say a prayer before we get off. Dear God, I just thank you for everyone on this live. I ask that you shield and protect everyone that was in this live that had good intentions. No weapon formed against any of us shall prosper. Anything that rises up against any of us or our families will be condemned. Any evil thoughts, any spells spoken, any witchcraft, any evil things that were spoken out against me, my family, my subs, their families, we rebuke it. We reverse the curse. We curse it at the root, send it back to the sender, and may it manifest in their lives or their family lives in less than 30 days, okay? It's been a pleasure, you guys. I love you all. I pray safety upon you all tomorrow while you're on your way to work. I pray that you pray for traveling grace. I pray that you arrive to work and get back to your families the same way you left, okay? I'll talk to you all later. Have a good night.